Hello everyone once again and welcome back to Packs and Recreation. And today we're going to compare a bundle with a gift bundle and see what's up with that and what are the benefits and the differences in this crazy world that is the Magic the Gathering bundle world. So let's, we can just see the back, but that's not fun. Let's just open this thing. So why opening a bundle of, Innistrad, Crimson Bow at this time and year of the Lord? And the reason is, well, Innistrad is one of my favorite planes, if not my favorite plane. Depends on the day. Sometimes it is Theros. This is a retro bundle, by the way, because they don't come like this anymore. They have the tokens to put it in place. They have this cardboard box that, to be honest, I never quite understood what was the point besides, keeping it in place. But this is like, this is supposed to be for some of your cards and stuff, so I guess that's nice. This is no longer something that comes in bundles, so look at it because you are no longer, you will not get it anymore. This is a relic of the past. Nowadays, they just hold their height with the cardboard basically, and they come something like this. They come like separated because of the cardboard. So I think it's more efficient because no one uses these, to be honest. But the reason also for that was that inside of these, so you have a poster or something in there, which is something that no longer applies, by the way. But you had a book with the cards and the set and stuff like that. Now you don't, but at least this one is very creative. You have the invitation to the wedding, which is, I have to say, this is very, very, very nice. It's one of those things that's kind of stupid, but it's very nice. And in terms of the quote-unquote poster, there is amazing looking art. Back in my day, you kind of put this in your wall, I guess, but not really because it's full of marks. But at least the art is great. It's something. When you have to say it's something as a thing, but the invitation is amazing. Let's be honest. This box no longer a thing that happens. Kind of whatever. Do you prefer the boxes or the new format that has tokens inside? Let me know. I actually forgot about this until you cracked this. So there is that. And the box, very nice looking box. It's a shame that the set is not that good. And it's also asymmetrical, which is not that common because nowadays they are kind of boring. Because if you open an Aftermath one, for example, well, I don't know why you want to do that, but they are very symmetrical, which is very boring. And March of the Machine is kind of the same, to be honest. It's just symbol, picture, this is different, but then picture, and then this, the only difference is the transition here that is kind of intelligent because of how they play with the color here, see? But, so it's not symmetrical, but it's very close to symmetrical. So this is different. This is the last bundle that was properly done, or almost, because it's missing the book. But Spin Don't Die, it's kind of busted already. So that's my luck right there for you. Oh man, F me. I like Innistrad so bad and the die is busted. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. So, and what do you get? You get the guide cards and Sigarda summons as the promo, and then the lands, right? And then all the boosters that why not, may crack in a second. So this is the normal bundle, right? Now, let's see the gift bundle, right? So for the gift bundle, there you go, which I'm missing my fingers as usual with this type of thing. The gift bundle is supposed to be for a gift, and that's in the name, right? But a gift to who? Maybe to yourself, because the gift bundles are always, like, they have better boxes. They have foil boxes most of the time, and better boxes at least. Well, better box art. That's what I mean. And overall, they are just, you know, better products. So when you see a gift bundle, instead of thinking that is, well, I will give this to a person that doesn't know anything, this is actually more for the connoisseur of Magic. It actually, as you can see, comes with the same. So 8 boosters, 20 lands. The promo is the same. The box is different, yes. And the die is different, yes. And it's a special edition die, so I guess. And then very casually is dropped here. It has a collector booster. So the moment they started with the collector boosters, they said like, oh, you know what? We can do a foil thing, which is actually, this box is very nice. And see, the box is foil as well. Everything else is kind of the same. There's the RSVP as well. So you're going to find the same. So don't get too excited. The box art is different, yes. So the inside is different as well. I will show you. I don't know where the thing is. Okay, here it is. Sometimes it separates nicely. Sometimes it doesn't. It depends on who did it. Different artwork, but kind of on the same vibe. Not bad. Again, you are not going to do anything with that, I guess. This being an old school, it has a box. Again, this has a box, but the new ones come with tokens and dividers. I kind of prefer the dividers, to be honest, and then a foil box, because why not? This box is actually freaking amazing. I love it, very Castlevania. And then in terms of logic, it's the same. The spin down die that, well, it's kind of compensating for the other, because geez, this looks amazing. It's like a blood spin down die, so that's amazing. I love how it's distributed differently. This has nothing to do with being collectors or not. It's just random, I guess. Like this one had the die inside and was just jumping around, and everything was here. In this one, everything is inside the mini box. So there is that. And you get, the lands are separated in this case, which, yeah, but it's the same. And the insert, and then you have the 8 boosters and the collector booster. So that's the only thing that separates it. That's the only difference. Like we are like 8 minutes in. That's all of this to say, besides the foil box or the different box, that's the only thing that gets different. So if it is Fire Rexha, it will be called complete bundle. If it is Lord of the Rings, it will be gift bundle as well. Like sometimes it's gift, sometimes they call it something else, and it's not for every set. Normally it's either for the sets around Christmas or for the sets that they consider very special. So with that out of the way, let's crack some boosters. So let me just separate the collectors, the gift one, sorry, and let's just focus on the normal one. Again, not because, so this is just the promo lands. We're not going to open this, whatever. It doesn't matter because this is random, actually, so it can be here or there. Actually, there is a reason why some people buy bundles, because you will be like, well, why to buy a bundle if I can just, buy a booster box? And there is a reason for it. The reason is that, unless they fix that after this video is done, but the reason is mathematics and probability. So when you buy a booster box, the amount of mythics is between, I think, 1 and 3, if I recall correctly, because that's how they sort the cards, right? But if you buy a bundle, the probability doesn't apply. So it's really, if you get 8 boosters, you can get a mythic in all of the 8 boosters, which is kind of crazy. By the way, I love these lands. I hate the double feature that they did, the set, but the lands actually slippity-doopity-dap. Alchemist Retrieval, Cruel Witness. We're not going to get like crazy value from this, right? Okay, so bear with me. But Blood-Tithe Harvester, very, very much of a pain in the ass to play against in a good vampire deck. Kindly Ancestor transforms into Ancestor's Embrace. Gutter Sculptor. Blood Petal Celebrant, and this is the Innistrad celebration card frame. Belligerent Guest, Mirror Hall Mimic, that is also a ghastly mimicry, Voldaren Epicure in foil, and a Spirit Token. A gentle reminder, these are set boosters, so obviously we're going to get a art card, one foil guarantee, right? One foil guaranteed in every box, and a land as well. At least these are like nice looking lands if you like this style. The double feature cards, that thing was shit, but these ones are not bad. I like the theme. It's like a very gothic celebration kind of, and again, very Castlevania like. It has everything to be great, even more than Midnight Hunt, for example, which was more on the normal side, kind of, right? But the set is just me. I don't know. It hurts me because I love Innistrad, but I don't know. It just feels like, yeah, just whatever. Investigator's Journal, sorry, not Journey. Heron Blessed Geist, which is always good having a Geist around, and a card from the list, Reduced to Memory. Also, I know that Sorin is like in prison and stuff, and this is like the maneuver for him to be like back into the power and stuff, but it's like whatever. Again, Sorin is amazing, but because even in his wedding, he's a secondary character, and I love and hate Sorin. Innistrad, I like Innistrad because, well, Gothic, vampires, Castlevania pretty much, but and Sorin is my favorite planeswalker because he was my first planeswalker. Like, there is not much mystery there. Like, from a card, collectible perspective, if you go from a story perspective and stuff, not so much. The moment I started to investigate the planeswalkers' stories and stuff like that, I was like, wait a second, what? And Sorin is one of the worst characters in multiple senses of the word, by the way. Oh, Dreamroot Cascade, nice. Because he's just a passive character that whenever he takes action is because of the worst reasons that you can imagine. It's like, oh no, we need to stop this Eldrazi thing. And it's like, oh nice, thank you, sorry, you're actually a great guy. It's like, no, I just want to stop them because I don't want them to get to Innistrad, bro. That's all I care about. It's like, okay, because on paper, Sorin should be the hottest of shits. Like, he is a planeswalker with hundreds of years of experience because he's immortal. So he should be like sleepity-doopity-dab, right? However, he sometimes is. I mean, obviously it depends on who's writing the story, but all the fights that he has, he just, pim pam pum, there you go. But for in terms of story and what he achieves, he's always so shitty. Like, he betrays a lot of people. He doesn't do anything. Like, the whole thing with Ugin is like, bro, you might as well just like not do anything, because every time you try to do something, you just make it worse. And even here is like, oh, welcome to Sorin's wedding ceremony. It's like, oh nice, where is Sorin? It's like, well, crying in a corner apparently. And I don't know, I don't think that Wizards knows exactly what to do with Sorin, because it's a mix of like, they created this character that's kind of cool, then they realized with the time that it's like a lot of people mixing with Geralt of Rivia and stuff, and it's like, oh nice, but he's not Geralt of Rivia, and he tried to make it this like broody character, like some sort of weird Alucard or like Itachi character, right? Like, oh, he's very cool, but he's also very brooding, and he suffers because life, and it's like, sure, I guess. And It's like, does he have a reason to be like that? Like mana from Hellkite, but like, why is he like? This is one of those foils that are not really foils. Like you really struggle to see the foil, which I think I like, but like everything, the borders are foil because the drawing itself is not. I don't know if I like those, to be honest. An insect token, but 3 to go for this box. These boosters are very hard to open compared to some of the other things that we've been cracking so far. Nice, looks like a manga. I love it that they put it in black and white, and it's like, ooh, gothic, and I just look at it and it's like, nah, it looks like a manga. Like a Junji Ito manga, maybe. Actually, because of the style, it looks more like Kentaro Miura manga, because Kentaro Miura was very like European Gothic style. So that's kind of the whole vibe that we are trying to go with. Again, and the border cards, I don't know. At least they work as a preview of what will come with March of the Machine and all that. But it's like, Eros Tormented Prophet, nice. I don't know if I like that black and white thing. I don't know if it's very Innistrad. It feels more like something else, but okay. Change of Fortune, not bad. Pointed Discussion, kind of foil. And a placeholder, because of course. Second to last. What is the list? Something that we don't have. One in 4 set boosters contains a card handpicked from Magic history. Edgar Markov, that dude. Uy. Parish Blade Trainee. This card is actually kind of dangerous if you know how to use it because of the training mechanic. Adamant Wheel. Militia Railer. Or Rallier. Rural Recruit. Nature Embrace. Screaming Storm. Vile Spawn Spider. Okay. Binding Geist. Transforms into Spectral Binding. This set is also kind of a pain in the ass because of the night-day mechanic. I mean, I understand what they're trying to do, but if you have to like in arena, it's super easy to know what's up because it's automatic. But in a real, this is foil, believe it or not. Only the petals are foil, but yeah, because you have to track mentally together with your opponent. It's like, okay, how many spells did you play? You play more than 2? Okay, then it switches. Oh, you play nothing? Okay, then it switches. See, talking about the devil, here it is. Draw as if he was freaking Alucard, Soaring the Mirthless. A foil island, nice looking, not gonna lie. In this case, the not foil kind of works. Surf of Entomber, Chill of the Grave, Fear of Death, Scattered Thoughts. This is just music from an Iron Maiden album. Angelic Quartermaster, Griefwing Cavalry, Laid to Rest, Droxhall Infantry. Oops. Transforms into Droxhall Armaments. Voldaren Epicure. Ooh, Enrica Domarthi. Transforms into Enrica Infernal Seer. Not bad. Panicked Bystander that actually just shines the floor and the icons. Cracking Culprit. And a card from the list that is actually Late to Dinner and is a sketch. Nice. And that's it from box number 1. So now, let's open box number 2. And let's see what Destiny has for us. Being that the collector booster is going to be last, because let's be honest, that's how you should do it whenever you get to open your own gift bundle, right? So unless you're just there for value or whatever, in which case, yeah, why not? Just cut it short. A forest. Blood crazed socialite. Bouldering epicure, but again, like different art styles because why not? Blood fountain. Falcon Van Celebrant. Resistance squad. Allen block escort. Hookan Marineer. Riphood Raider, not bad. Restless Bloodseeker. Bloodsucker Revealer. Belligerent Guest. Alchemist Gambit. Okay, it doesn't look like an Innistrad card, it looks like an old Magic card, but I will take it. Cloaked Cadet in foil and a zombie token. The foil card is already kind of bent, but okay. We're going to live with that. It's okay. I have mixed feelings with the fact that this is the image for the main boosters, knowing that you can just do the other art, like more Castlevania, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I know that you in this video I have said Castlevania like 5 times already, but bear with me. That's kind of the aesthetic that they are going for. You can't deny that Sorin is literally Alucard. Like there is no other way to go around it. Valspawn Spider, which is one of the few multicolor cards. I love it how these sets didn't have that many multicolor cards, and then in the future they just become all about multicolor, and except for Brothers War, which is mostly artifacts. Bloodsworn Squire, Bloodsworn Knight, makes sense. Belligerent Guest again, Lantern Flare. So beware creatures of the night. Honored Heirloom, okay, interesting. And a zombie token, a very weird zombie, if I may add. Wait. This open easy. Planes. I love it to some degree, the black and white ones. I think that they saw the people's reaction to black and whites and were like, oh, would you like the entire set in black and white? And went for a double feature. And it's like, not really, no. And if anything, we would like different art, thank you very much, and not just grayscale everything, but okay. Voltaic Visionary, Volt Charge Berserker, Desperate Farmer, Depraved Harvester, makes sense. Unholy Officiant. All the cards that are like marriage related or wedding related. Wedding Security, have those borders. Catilda, Downheart Martyr. Legendary creature, Spirit Warlock. Transforms into Catilda's Rising Dawn. Okay. Archgall of Traben. Night, it becomes night. Day, it becomes day. You know, we were missing one of these, to be honest. But these are more common in Midnight Hunt, if I recall correctly. We're halfway there. This reminds me, by the way, that Innistrad is one fascinating plane, because technically, yes, white is the color of the spirits and the church and all that, trying to fight the creatures of the night. There are basically all other colors. And in red and blue, you have some weird scientists and stuff like that. Green is for werewolves, mostly. And black and red is vampires. But vampires are bad and all that. But at the beginning, it was more like, yeah, black bad, white good. And then Wizards slowly shifted it so that we have cool things on white, some bad things on white, for example. Avacyn was an example of like, well, you can have bad in white, even though she was black and white, if I remember correctly. And some vampires, like Sorin himself, for example, are like, no, we should protect humans. So it's not a 1-1 relationship. It's like, oh, everything that's a vampire is bad, or everything that's black is bad. Savior of Olenblock. Human Soldier. Skywarp Scab. And Fireball. From the list. These are easier to open than the others. Kind of weird. The card that we just saw. 8 Planes in black and white. Blood Crash Socialite. Voldaren Epicure. Blood Fountain. Runebound Wolf. Runebound Wolf. Paxton Pop. This is a very, very dangerous card if you know how to play around it. So that it just grows and grows and grows. Fearful Villager. Fearsome Werewolf. Mischievous Catgeist. Cat-like Curiosity. Interesting. Belligerent Guest. Voldaren Epicure, so they just repeat. Curse of Hospitality. Interesting. Binding Geist in foil. And a vampire token. Join in Unholy Matrimony. You can read more at when they actually cared about story. See, like, I don't mind that type of ad too much, because at least that one is like, oh, you know that there is a story to this, right? Like, read more and, you know, that kind of thing. When it's just like, join MTG, and it's like on both sides, it's like, bro, I don't mind all the ads that you want to put on the back of the tokens, but don't give me double-faced ads, because what's the point? Like, what am I supposed to do with that besides? Because obviously, one thing that we know, like one of the first things you learn when you start to get into luxury cardboard rectangle collecting is that not all cardboard is made the same. For example, the commons and uncommons are like whatever, and the rares and mythics are like ooh, watch out. And then this is good cardboard, but then the outside cardboard from the box is bad cardboard. Like, you're going to throw that away, you know that, and that applies to a different bunch of stuff. Jacob Hawken, Inspector. Okay, Hawken's Insight. Interesting. Adamant Wheel, and another card from the list. Ooh, Lightning Bolt. Good old Lightning Bolt. Second to last. A very nice looking island. Huron of Hope. Huron Blessed Geist. Nebulagast Big Wheeler or Big Idler. Cartographer Survey. Ancient Lumbernut. Not that many multicolor cards. Radiant Grace transforms into Radiant Restraints. Hook-Hand Marineer. Riphold Raider. Falkenrath Celebrants, Blood Hypnotist, Thalia, Guardian of Traben. Legendary creature, Human Soldier. First strike, non-creature spells cost 1 more to cast. Nice. Cruel Witness in foil, and a spirit token. There's also an ad. See, I don't mind that. I don't care. Last normal booster. Actually opens super easily. It's kind of whatever. Again, Alucard. Foil Swamp. Very nice. Falcon One Celebrants. Gluttonous Guest. There is always one. Belligerent Guests. Blood Petal Celebrant. Vilespawn Spider. Again, one of the few multicolor cards. Cobalt Lancer. Twinblade Geist transforms into Twinblade Invocation. Innocent Traveler. Malicious Invader. A Commander card. Strefan, Mother Progenitor. Is actually the commander of one of the decks of this set. Sundown Pass. Sundown Pass, yeah. Vilespawn Spider, because why not? And a placeholder card. And now, the moment that you all been waiting for, the collector booster that has actually no value whatsoever, but we gotta pretend like it's something special, right? Because that's the whole point. I'm trying to ninja it because you know me, but yeah, it's not going to happen. It's a mix between very hard to open and very not that hard to open. Kind of weird. So pretty much the same, but foil. So Sporeback Wolf, Rod-Tide Gargantua, Wedding Invitation. I wish it was Wedding Ceremony. Hookhand Marineer, Frenzied Devils, Dread Fugue, Plains, nice looking. Demonic Bargain, nice looking card. Teaming Youthful Geist from the Commander decks. Inspired Idea. Blood-Crazed Socialite. Search the Count's Castle. And it's basically Thirst for Discovery. Nice. Thalia, Guardian of Traven, but in this case in black and white art. See, this is how you do black and white. You have a different drawing. Unholy Official in foil, which is kind of weird to have this card as the last. Dreadfist Demon is the last card. Foil white art, not bad at all. And then a blood token. There is also a vampire token. So nicely themed and appropriate. And that's pretty much it. So summing up, and well, we might as well do the favorite art kind of thing. So for this, it's going to be Alucard, right? I know it's soaring, bear with me. For this, well, this is kind of good for blue, but let's see we have something else. With normal boosters, it's kind of difficult because the moment something that is like white art or something like that appears, it's like very difficult to beat. But overall, yeah, it's going to be Search the Count's Castle. It's just a very nice looking card. For red, this set has a bunch of red cards, mostly from the Wedding. I like this one a lot. I like the Curse of Hospitality. I think it's going to be that one, to be honest. I don't see anything else that I'm like, oh, whoa, crazy. Well, Blood Petal Celebrant is kind of nice, but on the Hellfire, no, it's going to be Curse of Hospitality. Without a doubt, I like the card a lot. For white, there is also a lot of white. I think it's going to be Thalia. I don't know if it's going to be this Thalia or the normal looking Thalia. But certainly it's going to be one Thalia, that's for sure. I can't find the other one. I think I already passed it. But Huron Blessed Geist is also very nice for a common, you know. I say Thalia, Guardian of Traven. Nah, it's going to be the black and white one. Like, no doubt. I was like, oh, maybe, no. Thalia and the Gidrock monster actually looks better, but, you know, that's cheating. This is kind of nice looking. Oh, wait, actually, this is blue. Why is this here? I don't know. But it's still going to be Search the Count Castle. So, my bad. Oopsie whoopsie. For green... oh, this is nice. Yeah, it's going to be that one, I think. It's going to be Laid to Rest. I like it. Let's put black at the end because vampires. For artifacts, well, Wedding Invitation I think is the better looking one. So Wedding Invitation, also not appropriate. For tokens, I like the Day and Night token. Sorry for being so basic. This is so much Castlevania from Lords of Shadow. Dracula from Lords of Shadow. It's going to be the Day and Night token. I think it's very well done. For lands, I mean, these plains are just pretty much Innistrad, right? Like, because a swamp and stuff is like basic Innistrad, but like this, the ray of hope coming across. For multicolor, there is not that much. To be honest, that we can be like, oh, that's cool. I guess this one is going to be the one because Odric is kind of a tragedy, but this one is interesting. So it's going to be Eroth, Tormented Prophet. And last but not least, in black, I think it's going to be Demonic Bargain because it's very weird. Ironically, it doesn't look that much like an Innistrad card, which I know is kind of stupid. And I'm like, oh, I love Innistrad. And then it's like see, Archghoul of Traven actually looks nice. Like, you know, if you want to go for a more, I think it's going to be Demonic Bargain. But if you really want to go for the Gothic vibe, has to be something like Gift of Fangs or I don't know, like Restless Bloodseeker, you know, like a card that is like, oh, this looks like Innistrad, kind of. So going with this one. And that was it. So when it comes down to it, is it worth it to buy a gift bundle? Well, not really. It's the same logic as a bundle. If you buy a bundle or a gift bundle, the logic is the same, which is, what do you want it for? Like, if you want the box, and in some cases I can understand why, because yeesh, amazing looking art, be my guest. I mean, for once I like to have like one bundle of each set, and then I put the cards that I have in there if they can fit, and then you have like this mini collection, right, of like every set of Magic with their bundle box and all that. It's very nice. But mostly if you don't like have a bunch of cards and they can fit in there, it's perfect. And you can have like a sample of, you know, the bundles, the boosters and stuff like that. As a present for someone, I think is great. As something, because it has lands and all that. For someone that is already established, just buy the cards that you want. The gift bundle sometimes can be good because it has a collector booster and you have a different die, and that's nice. But it again comes down to like, it has to be more or less the price of the boosters that are inside. Otherwise, just buy the boosters, and otherwise just buy the cards that you want. So it's really on that regard. But for some others, they have some gimmicks that may make it worth it, like the complete bundle from Phyrexia. Basically has those cards, the oil slick race version and whatever. In this case, it's more about the box and the special die. The collector booster is kind of okay. But most of them, the only difference, like Lord of the Rings is the same. The only difference is the collector booster. So that's pretty much it. And that's it. So let me know what you thought about the pools in the comments, and what you think about the gift bundles. Are they worth it? Are they not? Really up to you. So please don't forget to like and subscribe and all that stuff. And I hope you had a very nice time. Thank you very much for your time. Have a nice day, night, or evening. This has been Packs and Recreation. See you next time. Bye.